And also bear with the internet connection, guys. Today actually there's slow network connection. Okay, for today I don't just bear with me. Yeah. Okay. Hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes, it's visible.
Yes,
Yeah,
Dinesh.
okay. Yeah, thanks for confirming. From today, we'll be discussing on the Python first, okay? I mean, before jumping into the Selenium concepts, and once we finish the Selenium, we have few more topics to be discussed, okay? But everything, I mean, this Python is the essential one and the crucial one, which everyone needs to learn. Okay, I would like to, uh, I mean, I would like to know how can you rate yourselves on this Python, guys? I mean, even if you're new to the programming world, also that's fine. Okay, so that we can uh, organize in such a way so that we can speed up. If everyone is comfortable with Python already, means just we can speed up this. Else we can slowly, gradually increase the pace. Something like that. I can plan for that. Okay. Mm, okay, just you can. Yeah, I'm new. Not much idea. Okay, fine.
Dinesh, as I said, I'm a beginner in programming.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay. Okay, then, okay. Then gradually, let's increase it, guys, okay? Without, yeah, we can go slowly. Okay, thanks for confirming. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Before heading to this, just the installation part alone, I will be giving you as a hands-on, guys. I mean, okay, installation part, that's not a big deal. Okay, but I can install in front of you also, but I do not want to waste time. Okay, for that sake, just I will share you the links where you can download from online. Okay, if you see something like here, okay, there is a Python organization, okay, where we have official website. From there itself, based on our machine, okay, if it's your Windows machine, means you can download from the Windows. Okay, actually this is official website. Okay, python.org downloads. Okay, as soon as you dive into these downloads, based on our machine, suppose if your machine is something like Mac or Windows, okay, if it's Windows, means just click on Windows, and here itself you can find the stable releases. Okay, just install based on your wish. I mean, something like, suppose if your Windows is up, I mean, very new laptop or very new system, means just, and also if it was 64-bit, means just download it. Okay, just download it, and whatever the prompts it is suggesting, just you can download it. Okay, that's not a big deal. If you have any small doubt also in the installation parts, tomorrow, I mean, tomorrow could someone share the screen, and just if you show, means it could be clear for everyone. Okay, actually today my network is running on mobile data. So if I download or something like this, means it could be some messy. So that just I'm showing you. Okay, just I will show you guys. Just I'll show you the links. Yeah, from here you can download the Python. Okay, Python application, because solely you're running your code on your machine instead of running on the online compilers. Okay, instead of running the code in online compilers, you're installing the Python application into your machine. Okay, that's the first thing we need. And okay, and instead of writing our code in notepad files, we need one more editor, whatever it might be, Visual Studio Code or PyCharm. PyCharm is just powered by the JetBrains, guys. Okay, Visual Studio Code, that is something like other code editor. Okay, just whatever you feel you're comfortable. If someone is new to the programming, something like, okay, then better you choose this PyCharm. Okay, PyCharm, I'll show you the download. Okay, I'll show you the link also. Yeah, JetBrains. Okay, from here itself you can download, guys. Okay, this is unified product. It's fine. Okay, here itself you can download. You see, yeah. And also if it's Mac, means from Mac you can download, for Mac, for Linux, whatever you want you can download, guys. PyCharm. Okay, once, I mean, just a download installation part. Once we done with this installation parts, okay, we need to, okay, Then it comes with Python. Okay, once everything is downloaded, okay, you can find everything here. Actually, previously I have installed within the C drive Python. Here you can see everything, right? Here, I hope everyone could see. Okay, here itself, if we see, Python has its own libraries. Okay, here itself you can find under lib section. Okay, under lib section, you have site packages, something like a site packages. You see, we have a lot of uh libraries. If you see something like pip, okay, packaging application, this is something like WebSocket, and also something like we have a lot of applications. Okay, something like packaging. Uh, what else we have? Python.NET, dot environment. Okay, request library we have already. Okay, JSON path. Okay, something like Selenium is already installed. Cucumber is already installed. Okay, behave is also already installed. Selenium screenshot. Okay, like this PyTest, HTML. Okay, like this many. Okay, many third-party applications also has been installed using. I mean, in my machine already it has been installed. Okay, one by one we can go. Okay, before heading to the installations part and everything, just if you want to check whether my machine is having this Python application or not, means something like if you doesn't set this Python as a global environment variable, means just wherever you have installed this Python, you go there. Okay, within this Python, there is a Python 313. Within this Python 313, I mean, we need to find where the pip application has been stored. Okay, actually pip and pip 3.13 pip3 has been installed, I mean, has been in this directory. So from here, I would like to open this command prompt. Okay, something like terminal. Yeah, from this terminal, we need to check whether how to find whether we have this Python or not. Okay, let's check whether Python hyphen version. That's it. Yeah, if you see, this is the version I have installed in my machine. In the same way, let's check whether what was the pip. Okay, actually pip is crucial to install the other libraries, something like Selenium library, PyTest. Okay, whatever the third party libraries, if you want to install, pip is very crucial one. Okay, yeah, let's check whether pip is already installed or not. Yeah, it was installed, and also if you see, it is showing the path within C drive Python 313 under lib. There is a site packages. There is pip. Okay, from this it is trying to recognize. Okay, that's fine. And next, if you want to view whatever the libraries, if you want, just pip freeze. This shows you all the libraries you have installed on your machine. Behave. I mean, based on alphabetical order, it will be showing for you. Okay, Selenium we have, WebDriver Manager. Okay, something like these are all the applications, but we will not use immediately all these. Okay, first let's dive into these basics. Okay, coming to the PyCharm. Okay, just I'm trying to create an empty Python file. Python file is something like it ends with .py, guys. You can choose this Python file. I mean, just right click on this and it will show new, right? You can choose your Python file, else just choose a normal file. For normal file means you need to give extension for shoe. Okay, something like sample file. Sample.py. I would like to give py. Okay, because this is something like a file. This is not a Python file. I'm giving an extension as .py, right? So it could be something like Python file. That's it. Now if you see, the icon is also recognized. Okay, now here, yeah, fine. Okay, coming to the presentation. Okay, yeah, coming to the Python, we all know that Python is most popular language, right? Based on when we compare with the other languages, this is a high level language, and also there is no compiler for this. That means actually, if you see something like C, C++, Java languages, you will write your code within their language. I mean, suppose there is a Java. Okay, uh, we're writing the code in the Java, and also the file format will be something like .java. Okay, whenever you write your code within that file, when you try to execute that, it will create a binary file. I mean, it will create a machine understandable language. That means there is an intermediate file. That intermediate file, okay, that will be useful for the execution. But coming to the Python, there is no intermediary conversions. Suppose if you write 20 to 30 lines of code means it will not even convert to machine understandable language. Directly it will execute line by line. That's it. Okay. Actually, this is just a basic difference between Java and other languages to this Python, because Python is an interpreter. And also, hope I have shown you right yesterday itself uh, how to check the how to set these interpreter settings. And also, if you doesn't, once you install, just here itself, it will show something like interpreter has not been set. You can check here. Okay, you can check here. If there is no interpreter means you can go to show all. You can add your own interpreter instead of generating new. Already we have installed Python, right? So select the existing one. That's it. From select the existing one means this PyCharm itself would recognize where our Python application has been installed. So if you see something like under C drive, Python 313, there is something like executable file. Okay, we think it's Python 313. You could see this Python application, right? This is something like python.exe. That's it. So that you can add your own interpreter. Already have been added. Okay, just I'm showing you. Okay, this is what. And next, coming to today's agenda. Okay, and what are all the topics? Not all the topics has been listed here. Okay, introduction to Python. Python, I told you, right? Something it's very easy to learn first. Okay, and also it requires very few lines of code compared to the other programming languages. And also, hope you know, right? Python is vastly used in this artificial intelligence world, and also machine language. Okay, machine learning, data science, data science field, and also pandas, TensorFlow. Okay, we have lot of frameworks and libraries. For web development also we can use this Python. But not only Java. Okay, this also can be used. For web frameworks, we have something like Django, Flask, okay, something like this we have. Okay, something like, hope you know, right? Django, Flask. Okay, these are the web-based frameworks which will be written on using the Python language. But as we are new to the programming language, first we should concentrate on the Python core concepts. Later we can start with this Selenium. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Next, coming to the basics. Coming to the basics of this, first we should know something like, okay, first we should know something like what's variable, numerics, and strings. Okay, I'll show you something. Uh, first, uh, first, I would like to write my own first program within the Python language. Just I would like to print something. To print something in the console, there is a keyword. Okay, there is a keyword something like print. Okay, if you see, as soon as I print, as soon as I type here, it is showing suggestions, because this code editor helps us, okay, to fill the blanks. Okay, print is taking something where, these are the parameters to be passed: values, separator, and file flush. Okay, just whatever you want you can print it, guys. Print, I would like to print something like hi. Okay, hi is something like characters. These are the characters which should enclose within the single quotes or the double quotes, guys. Okay, if you see something like, okay, we have a lot of things, right? First, variables. Okay, we have variables and numerics. Okay, under numerics itself, we have a lot of things. Okay, integers, float. Okay, like this we have things. And next, under numerics, other than numerics, whatever we have, something like strings. Okay, strings are something like collection of characters. Characters are the sense whatever it might be the character. The string always encloses with single quotes or double quotes. Okay, between this, whatever you want, you can write. Suppose within this double quotes, I can write hi. Here, this is also a string. Hi. Okay. Yeah, this is how. Okay, numerics and strings. And this is something like a string, but I want to store it in one variable. How to store it? Just I have declared a string. Now, this entire string, I want to store it in one variable so that you can assign this value to a variable. How you can assign? Something like a equals to. That means you're storing hi in this variable. Okay. Similarly, you can store the same hi in other variable too. Something like b equal to. Within double quotes, you can store it hi. Okay. Not only this. You can store uh, something like numerics also. C equal to 1. Okay. D equal to 2. Like this, we have a lot of stuff. Okay. First, let's go. I would like to print, right? I want to print something like hi. Double quotes. Within double quotes, whatever the characters you want, you can give. But just for timing, I'll give hi. Now, give right click and just you can run your sample file. File name was sample, right? I would like to run it. Let's check it. If you see hi has been printed, that's it. No, instead of hi, comma, how are you? Let me execute. Okay, the sample file. Here, this is a sample file. I would like to just run it. Hi, how are you? Not only this, I can have one more print statement at second line. Print within the C brackets. I would like to print only one. Okay, this is not a string, guys, because this is not enclosed between single quotes or double quotes. This is just a numeric integer. That's it. Okay, these are just a print statements. Okay, now coming to the concepts. Okay, coming to the
Dinesh,
concepts.
there is
Yes.
just a small question. Like
Yeah.
for string, if we won't give single quote or double quote, will it execute?
No, it will throw an error. I'll show you.
Okay,
Okay, I'll
okay,
show you.
okay. Got it.
It's a negative case, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, something like yeah. In print itself. Okay, whenever I give one, it's printing. Instead of one, I would like to give just F or something like this. Instead of F something PP. Okay, now if I try to execute this, it will throw an error. PP is not
Okay,
defined.
okay, okay.
Python is recognizing this PP as a variable.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. So all the strings should be with the single quote or double quote.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, okay, thanks.
Yeah. Now coming to the numerics. Okay, within the numerics itself, we have integers and floats. I've told you, right? Okay, integers are nothing but something like 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And next, float means something like a decimal values. 1.12, okay, 2.45, something like this. These are all those. And also, if you see, instead of writing in a Python note, instead of writing in notepad files, I'm trying to write here, right? So I can comment these lines. How to comment a code? How to comment a line? Just hash. That's it. Okay, so that this line, even if you write the line, line of code, it will not execute. Okay, because we have commented. Now, if I try to execute this, there is nothing printed. And here we haven't used the print statement also first. If you see something like print hi, okay. Now, if I try to execute means it's trying to print hi, but I don't want to execute this print also. But I don't want, at the same time, I don't want to remove this code from this file. So I would like to comment it. How to comment this? Single line comment is something like hash. Now if I try to execute means, will this third
The
line
single
be
line comment
executed or
character
not?
in Python and Bash is the
Just a
hat.
minute, guys. Yeah, let me execute. Yeah, if you see, I mean, this line of code was not being executed because we have commented. Okay, that means there's nowhere, I mean, uh, there's no option to execute this line of code itself until and unless if you remove this hash. Now, this is part of code in your code file. That's it. Okay, that's fine. Now, I would like to store integers. Okay, one. I would like to store this one in the integer name, I mean, variable name a equals to 1. Now, I would like to print this variable. What was the variable, guys, here? A is a variable. A is not a string. A is a variable. Now, I'm trying to give a. Let me check. Now, I'm trying to print 1. Hope you're getting right. Suppose you haven't defined this variable a. That means let me comment out. Okay, I'm trying to comment this. Now if I try to execute means previously if you remember print pp. Okay, pp is not defined. In the same way a is not defined. Actually we have written code at 4th line. Previous to that we have 3 lines of code, but nowhere we have defined a. A is not even an integer, a is not even a float, boolean. We have a lot of data types, guys. Okay, something like string. It is not even a string. We not defined. First, it is not even defined. So you're getting an error. Now, I would like to remove this comment. Now, if you see a equals to 1, instead of 1, you can give something like 1, 2, 3, 4 also. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, something like 1034. Okay, a is something like this. Similarly, you can have few more variables. Okay, I would like to declare float. Float is something like 8.88 is also float. Something like decimals, right? This is a decimal value. Let me print that in a different line. Print B. Okay, I'm trying to print variable B. Variable B is holding a value 8.88. I'm trying to execute. That's it. Okay, the execution also will go line by line, guys. Line by line, because you are not have a skip statements also. Skip statements or something like if else, like this. Those also we don't have. So line by line it will execute. Okay, this is one. This is one. And also if you want, you can print both the variables using a single print statement by just comma separated ones. Okay. I would like to have one more print statement, a comma p. Okay, now I don't want to execute these two. I don't want to execute these 2 lines means what I can do, guys? Just I can comment. Now, if you see, first 2 lines of code will not execute, 5th and 6th line will not execute. I'm trying to print a comma b, but before to this itself, is variable a was declared or not? It will check it. It was, I mean already these two has been declared and defined. Okay, at 7th line, if you see something like a comma b, you're trying to print. That's it. If you see, by just a separator as space. Okay, here itself you can give something like separator also. Okay, if you just click on here, okay, just control click on this print, it will take to you some other things. Okay, it is showing how you can pass. Star args means number of whatever the parameters you want, you can pass it. Separator by default it will be a space. If you see clearly, okay, separator is equal to space. I mean, within the single quotes there is a character space. That means if you see here also there is a space. Now if you want to override that means comma scp equals to, instead of this space I would like to have something like dollar. Okay, within single quotes or double quotes I can give dollar. If I try to print now, what it will be? Between these two numerics, okay, instead of getting space, you will see this dollar. That's it. Okay, previously we haven't given this separator. Okay, at the time what it was? Just a space. That's it. Okay, hope you're getting right.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, yes, you are getting.
Yeah, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, actually these two are just belongs to the numeric category, guys. After this, what we have? One more thing, something like strings. String is something like within the double quotes, hello, and we have, I mean, that is something like single quotes. Now, within the double quotes, hi, hyphen, hello. Now, these are just you have defined, but you haven't, I mean, you haven't stored in any of the variables. How to store it? Already I have utilized variable A and variable B. Let me use something like x equals to, okay. Now I would like to store this y equals to, yeah. How to print these two? We can print using two print statements, two different print statements, print x and print y. But we know, right? Within a single line also you can print, no? Print x comma y. That's it. Okay. Hello space hi hello. And also one more thing, you can check what was the data type of these variables. How can you do? Print. There is a keyword. Okay. There is a keyword named type of. Okay. Actually, this is a case sensitive, guys. Just small tip. Okay. Type of, which takes a variable, which takes variable as a argument. I mean, if you want, you can pass variable or whatever you want. Okay. Now, something like type of, using this type of function. Okay, this is actually a function. Okay. Now, this is expecting a variable to be passed, right? Now, I want to check variable of A. What was the type of A? Okay. Now, what I can do? Let me print this. Okay, how to print this? I would like to enclose this entire statement within the print. So let me enclose within the C brackets first. Before C brackets, what you want to give? What was the statement? Print. That's it. Okay, now I am trying to execute. The last statement is something like this A belongs to class integer. Similarly, let me check for other variable type of. I want to know the variable type of B. I'm trying to execute now. This is something like float. This belongs to class float. Similarly, I mean, instead of having multiple statements, print type of, what are the other variables we have, guys? A is one variable, B, print is a statement, X and Y we have. Type of X, comma, type of Y. These two variable belongs to string class. That's it. Class string, class string. Okay, not only these are the variables, we have a lot of variables. Okay, numeric, text, and boolean. Boolean is something like true or false. That's it. Okay, these are a different data structures, guys. Before diving into the data structures, okay, let's completely uh, focus on this primitive data types. These are just primitive data types: numerics, text, and boolean. Okay, boolean. This salon we have missed, right? Let's discuss. Boolean is something like true, and also we have false. You can store in the variables also. Maybe we have used xy, we have used c equals to and d equals to. You no need to uh, store within the double quotes, guys. Double quotes or single quotes, because this is not a string. This is just a boolean data, a different data type. That's it. Okay, true or false. These are only these two values belongs to boolean data type. That's it. And also let me check. I would like to print c comma d. Hmm? If you see true comma false has been printed, let me check the data type for these two variables. Print type of, okay, what I would like to pass. C, next comma, type of, which is expecting one more object. Object is something like a variable here, okay? Just consider it as a variable. C we have checked, right? D. These two belongs to same class, Boolean. Okay, class bool. plus boolean. Okay. Now, using these numerics, you can do some kind of mathematical operations too. Okay, let me create one more file, something like basic operations, demo operations. What you can do? You have something like a equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me copy this and within the new file, a equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. I have one more variable that is also an integer, something like 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, okay, basically, if you don't want to code means just you can add it, guys. 4 plus 1, 5, 3 plus 2, 5. The result could be 5, right? Now, there is a mathematical operators. Okay, plus, okay, something like this is a hash, guys. Okay, we have plus, minus for the multiplication, division. This is just normal division. We have floor division also. Floor division is not something like double forward slashes. Okay, these are the basic operations. One by one, let's do it on these two variables. Okay, now I would like to add the variables. Variables in the sense integers. You're getting right? Actually, A is a variable, B is a variable. A is holding an integer. So A is an integer. B is holding an other integer value. And so B is also an integer. I would like to add A plus B. It will give you a result. So you can store it in a new variable now. Okay, that variable, what shall we name it, guys? Something like add underscore result. Okay, this is something like add result. Okay, you're adding A and B, and the result will be stored in this big variable name. This is entire variable name, guys. Here we have short variable name, something like just A. But here add underscore result or just add result, whatever you want, you can give it. Okay, that's fine. Now I would like to print the result. How to print it, guys? Print statement. Within this, what was the variable name I would like to pass?
Add result.
Exactly. Instead of writing, just copy it, paste. That's it. Let me execute. Oh, if you see here, this is the first time I'm executing this file, right? It is not listing here. Okay, it's not listing here. So give right click on this area, okay, code area, and now you can execute. Run debug. You can debug also. I'll show you how to debug also line by line. That's fine. Run it. Now if you see, all 4 files has been printed. Okay, this is actually a addition result. Okay, now we have one more operation, right? Okay, this is finished. Okay, we have minus, subtraction. A minus B. Instead of storing it in other variable, okay, I'm storing this other variable. I'm storing the result in other variable, right? This occupies a little more space. To avoid the space, to reduce the space occupancy in our code, what we can do? Because I don't want to use this variable further in my further code. So just I would like to print the result directly. Print A minus B. Okay, instead of storing it A minus B in other variable, directly I'm printing the result of this mathematical operation. Okay, what's the A minus B, guys? 4 minus 1 is something like 3, 1. Yeah, it will give something like negative value. Okay, let me try to print it. Yeah, minus 3087. Okay, we're printing A minus B. You're getting right? Yeah, the same way. Suppose actually if you get confused means you can subtract A from B also, because actually if you see something like B is a greater number, right? So let's do something like B minus A. Now if you see, it could be very simpler and it gives a positive value, right? 4, 3, 2, 1 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. This gives you a positive value. This gives you 3087. Okay. To make the thing simpler, let me give something like A equals to 15, B equals to 5. Okay. 15 plus 5 is something like 20. 15 minus 5, sorry. Oh, now we need to interchange this again, okay? A is bigger, right? A minus B. 15 minus 5 is something like 20. Sorry, 15 minus 5 is something like 10. Okay? Addition results gives you 20, subtraction results gives you 10. Similarly, we have a lot of, we have a few more things also, right? Print. Okay, what was other mathematical operation, guys? Addition, subtraction, multiplication. A into B. And next, print A by B. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. Let me try to execute it. Yeah, fine. We have 4 printed statements. And also in our code also, if you see, we have only 4 print statements we have written. So first print statement belongs to addition. That means 15 plus 5, 20, 15 minus 5, 10. And next, 15, 5, 75. The result is, and next, what was the other one, guys? Yeah, something like A by B. 15 by 5 is something like 3. Okay, but this is not a floor division. Actually, if you see, it is resulting like a float value. It's resulting a float value. But if you want only an integer division, means what you want to do? 2 forward slashes. Instead of just a single forward slash, we can use A pi by B. Okay, this actually is something like a floor division. Now if I try to execute, means yeah, this gives you an integer, but this gives you a float value. Okay, actually if you say
What is
15 and 5,
y divided by b double slash b?
actually this doesn't gives you a decimal value.
No.
Hmm.
A divided by b means 15 divided by 5, right? That is 3.
Yes, yeah,
And a double dash b means same divided by 3, 15 divided by 5, right?
yes, both
Okay,
gives
but
you a
that is
same
without
value.
it will return the integer. Single
Yes,
slash
yes.
will return the as a float, and
Hmm.
double slash will return integer, right?
Integer, exactly.
Okay.
I will just capture this, returns integer. Suppose, actually if you see clearly, these two values were exactly divisible. Instead of this, if I give something like 15 by 4, okay, just 15 and 4, something like 4, 4, 16, 4, 3. That means 3 dot, something like it will give you 3 dot some results, right? Let me execute it. Okay, let me execute it. Yeah, it is giving something like 3.75. Okay, 15 by 4 is something like 3.75. But when you do floor division, it will give you only integer, right? Floor division. That means 3.575, 3.75 will be round up to 3. That means it will just neglect the decimal value. That's it.
But this double slash means floor. Can you just
No,
write here?
actually it returns integer. This is something like floor division.
Lower division. Okay.
Yeah.
FL.
FL.
Okay.
Okay. And also we might have a seal, that is something like a different module. Okay, that also we can discuss. Something like we need to import a uh, built-in module. How to import? You're importing something. If you want to import that, we can discuss later, no issues. Okay, I will tell you that also. Floor division, seal division. Okay. That's fine. These are the basic mathematical operations, guys. Okay, let me dive to this and check what were the operations, arithmetic operations. If you see plus, minus, okay, this is fine. Okay, something like reminder. This gives you a reminder, guys. Okay, let me check that also. Okay, print A by B. Okay, what's the exact reminder, guys? 15 by 4. Okay, 15 by 4. It leaves you 4, 3 is 12. It leaves you 3 as a reminder. That's it. If you divide 15 by 5 means it will leave you a reminder 0. So it will print 0. Okay. If you don't want to execute all this, okay, I'm trying to comment. Now if you see First two lines will execute and last one, that's it. So there is no confusion. Okay, 15 by 5. I mean 15. You're trying to get reminder. Okay, this will give you returns reminder value. That's it. Okay, this percentage gives you reminder value. Actually, if you see 15 is exactly divisible by 5. Suppose if you divide with 2 means 2 sevens 14 and 1 is reminder. Right. 1 actually the value 1 is reminding. So it comes as a reminder. Reminder. Okay. That means if you see 15 is something like odd number, 2 is an even number. That we can discuss how to find an even number, odd number based on the logical things. Okay. And what else we have? 2 power. I mean, double multiplication. Okay. Double multiplication is something like a power. You know power, right? Okay. 2 square, 2 cube, 2 power 4. Hope you come across this basic, right? Basic things. Power. Okay, power is something like 2 power 4. 2 power 4 is something like we need to multiply 2 4 times. 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 twos are 16. That means this will give you a result of 16. Okay, 2 power 2 means you're multiplying this 2 only 2 times. So 2 twos 4. Something like 3 power 3 power 2 means you're multiplying 3 2 times. 3 threes are 9. Okay, actually this is the basic uh, basic version of this power. Now how to do it in the Python print. Okay, instead of printing directly, what you can do? A power is something like 2 stars P. That means if you see here, you're trying to multiply 15 2 times. 15 15 are see something like 225, I guess, but not sure. Okay, this will give you a result, right? Let me store within the result variable name itself result. I'm trying to print the variable name. What was the variable name, guys? Result. Yes, yeah, it's highlighting. So let me choose it. That's it. 15 5, I mean 15 15 is 25. 225. Okay. I mean, this gives you a power. If you give something like 2 power 10. 2 power 10 is something like 1024, I guess, but not sure. Let me try to execute. I mean, we are multiplying 2 10 times. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into like this 10 times you're trying to multiply. Yeah, exactly 1024. Okay. Yeah, this is how you can use something like power. This is power, guys. Okay, we have one more way also. Okay, just you need to import one mathematical module like import using keyword named import. You can import module named math. Math is a module. Okay, using this math module, you have a lot of things. If you see something like I'm trying to hover on this, right? When I mouse over and click on this, it will open the built-in file. This is built-in file, guys. This is E something like, right? Exponential. Okay. And also we have pi. Pi is something like 22 by 7. Okay. Something like a scientific calculate. I mean, scientific terms. Okay. Here itself, we might have a power. Let me check. How do we have a power? Yeah. There is a function named power. We need to call this power. That's it. Okay. This will take 2 arguments. Okay. Returns x. If you see something like x into y, this is what we have done. Instead of utilizing this built-in module directly, you have written your own code. That's it. Okay, a into b. But instead of doing this, what you can do? You have imported this math module, right? Math dot. Okay, using dot, you can access whatever the variables, whatever the functions within this module you can access. Math dot, what was the function name, guys? POW. Okay, math dot POW. Yeah, if you see, POW takes 2 arguments, x comma y. Here my x is something like a comma B is something like, Y is something like B. Okay, this gives you a result, right? So let me capture in one more variable like result1. Let me print that result. That's it. What was the result variable name? Result1. Both gives you the same result. Yeah, but if you see clearly, it is returning float value. Okay, that is a major difference. That's it. Okay, this is actually returning a, this is also power, but it is returning float value. That's it. There's no major difference in that. And also hope this is also clear. How to import a module. Okay, this is something like importing a module, guys. Importing, not only a module, you can import module, package, library, whatever you want, you can import. Okay, just using the keyword named import space, you can give the module name. This math module actually, if you see something like, yeah, this is the path actually. Okay, this is the path, it is highlighting, that's fine. Actually, this math is a normal module, guys, and also you can find here itself. Somewhere you can find it in libs. No, we don't have here. Here itself you might find math. Okay, something like math. Yeah, you see, this is the math module, guys. Okay, within the site package itself, pigments Lexus. This is the module. Okay, if I try to open this in the Notepad++, okay, this is a different one, guys. This is not the one. That is not the one, guys. Yeah, actually, you can find somewhere. Okay, you can find somewhere this math module also, because whenever you install this Python, okay, this is something like a default modules. Okay, built-in modules. Using that built-in module, just you are accessing few of the functions. That's it. Okay, we have a lot to cover. Okay, we have comparison. How to compare two values using equal to, not equal to. Okay, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. We have logical operators, assignments, membership operators. To know, to know these membership operators, you need to just be aware of these data structures. Okay, that also we can discuss, no issues. Okay, tomorrow we can cover the remaining operators, guys. We have 8 more minutes of time. If you have any doubts, just you can let me know, guys. Okay, just here itself, because it's the first class, right? We can clear the doubts. Even if you have any simple doubt or minute also, we can clear it itself.
Yeah, I myself, Shahan Shah. Actually, I was working as a performance tester.
Yeah.
So, for safer side, I would like to learn this Selenium with Python.
Mm.
Second thing, what happened, right? See, are you going to teach all the Python or else only basic things you are going to teach?
Python, the Selenium requires few things, okay, within the Python. Those entire Python concepts will be discussed for sure. If you see something like Python supports for data science and other frameworks, web development frameworks, okay, that kind of things will not be discussed. But if you see something like for loops, while loops, and also basics of oops concepts, inheritance, or something like this. Okay, we have decorators concept. Okay, we can dive into the depth also. Okay, you can consider like you'll be for sure you'll cross the intermediate level within the Python itself.
Okay.
Okay.
Your good name?
Yeah, myself Dinesh.
Okay. Thank you, Dinesh.
Yeah.
Does it include the advanced concept right now in the market, like CI/CD and integration with with Jenkins and all
Yeah,
those
yeah,
things?
that could be covered. Once we get familiarized with some kind of, suppose we'll be working on any of the project, real-time project for sure, right? That
Okay.
we'll integrate with the Jenkins, okay? And also using this Git and GitHub, I mean, just we'll clone, I mean, we'll push our project to the remote repository. Okay, whenever there is a latest change, and if there is latest change in our project means, we'll again push the latest code to remote repository, right? Whenever there is a latest change recognized by the Jenkins, okay,
Mhm.
it will create a build and it will execute the test cases. Okay, you
And
know,
it is
yeah,
also include the different frameworks, right?
yeah, different frameworks. I mean, the concept and the setup is same for whatever the framework might be.
Right. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that will be discussed at the end of the class. Okay, I mean, at the end of the session.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else, guys? Even if it's today's topics or if you have any other doubts to be cleared. Okay, I mean, whatever the concepts we have given within the deck, we have shared the deck, right? Concepts deck. Okay, apart from that, we have something like API testing, which was not included in that file. Okay, that could be covered. Okay, because this API testing, database validations, okay, GUI validations, within the testing itself, okay, within the testing portfolio itself, these three are the major aspects, right? So I will be covering that API testing also. Okay, do not worry about that. Okay.
Dinesh, for Python Selenium, no need of knowing Python up to developer level, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. But
Okay.
we should be able to crack the logic. That's it.
Haha.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank
I
you.
mean, suppose if anyone give you the code snippet means, which is
Mhm.
having 5 to 10 line means, just you
Okay.
need to study well and you need to fill the blank or something like this.
Okay.
Okay. So
Got
that it will be easier.
Okay.
Once we are familiarized means you can uh, just dive into deeper also.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. If there's nothing else means we can wind up, guys. Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you.
Thank you, Dinesh.
Thank you, Dinesh.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.
Good night.